So I look at him, and I look at her, and they're both looking at me. And sometimes even death. Hey guys, it's finally time to get underway with this series. Basically, it's a series of Storytime animations chronicling my dating experiences. I'll be trying for a different art style every month and try to keep the art style based on the vibes the story gives off. This one's in the art style of the Rugrats because I was really young and, to be honest, not a lot happened and not a lot happened in the show, but it does get ridiculous, as you probably saw from that preview. I've got a lot of episodes planned, at least like 30 of them, so stick around and we'll see how this goes. But I guess now we should start, so let's get into it. So, to start this out, let me just say that I'm not making the series to make anybody look bad.
Cap.
Except for myself, I guess. But I take full responsibility for each of these stories, relationships, everything that happened. I'm not mad at anybody, and I'm gonna do my best not to make anybody sound like a terrible person, but your opinion will be your opinion. So, let's just get into this story. To start the series off, let's get into a little bit of background information about me. So I was born on a Saturday, but not just any Saturday. I was born New Year's Day, first day of the year, January 1st, because I'm number one. I was born really small and sick, and they wouldn't let me go home with my parents. I had pneumonia, and I was born prematurely, so I was going to need to stay in the hospital a little bit longer than usual. However, after serving the time required, they still wouldn't let me go home because, well, basically my mom's a lighter shade of brown and my dad's a darker shade of brown, but I came out pale, almost white. The nurses assumed that there was some sort of mix-up, and because of this, they wouldn't let them take me. But eventually my actual doctor was contacted and confirmed that I am indeed my parents' son, and they managed to bring me back home. There I got to meet my family, 2 sisters, and my brother, who was the eldest of the 3. Over the years, I built up a little bit of melanin, became stronger, at least for a child. I was for your most part the average toddler, apart from the asthma. Oh, and I didn't talk. My parents had taken me to doctors, psychiatrists to see if there was a reason, but they couldn't figure it out. So to recap, I was mute, asthmatic, and I had basically been raised on television, so no social skills. So Justin, I hear you asking, how did all this lead to your first girlfriend?
Hey, yo. Nobody was even asking that, dude.
Why do you want to hurt me? Before long came the day that I was strong and old enough to go outside and play. I know, outside. Amazing. I met my neighbors for the first time. Miss Cynthia, Mr. Aaron, along with their 8 kids. Let's think up some names for them. Anthony, Susan, Jackson, Amy, Archie, Zoe, CJ, and Tyler, in that order. They greeted me and I stared at them awkwardly, a habit I continue to this day. After being the center of attention for a little too long, I started to get really uncomfortable, and I did what I always did in those situations. Hid behind my mom's leg. That's about the time that CJ, who was about the same age as me, walked up and said,
"You're my boyfriend now."
From there, we were pretty much inseparable. I'd come and play pretty much all the time, and we'd run around the cul-de-sac or play inside one of our houses in the front yard, in the backyard. I remember they had rabbits, and I thought that was really weird. I didn't have any pets, but I'd only seen pets on TV, and usually it was a dog or a cat. But we had some fun times. Until one day we were outside playing when CJ's older brother came over to us. Hey guys, I'm sure you're getting bored of all those baby toys. No, wait, come back. I was going to ask if you guys wanted to do something cool. No, wait, come back. I've got an idea of what we can do. How about you take a bite out of one of these banana plant leaves? No, wait, just stay. Come, stay. Justin, you like bananas, right? And you don't want to look like a chicken in front of my sister, do ya? Well, all right then, here you go. So I look at him, and I look at her, and they're both looking at me. And I look at the leaf, and I notice it has like these yellow spots on it, and I don't know nothing about like vegetation, but like, what's it gonna do? Kill me? So I took a bite. Okay, I'd like to say, just as a disclaimer, that although plants are used abundantly in medicines and foods alike, some can have very adverse effects when ingested into the human body. Effects such as hives, blisters, hallucinations, blindness, paralysis, and sometimes even death. In this case, however, it just created an intense burning sensation. So yeah, I didn't hang out with them as much after that, and then we moved, so didn't really see them ever again. It was a good experience for the most part, but I did learn 3 valuable life lessons. 1, this probably isn't a banana plant. 2, people will hurt you for fun. And 3, trust no one. Whoa! 1 video down and many more to go. Thank you so much for watching. If you want, you can check me out on my social media where I post exclusive behind the scenes content and find out what to expect in later episodes. You can expect the next animation to be, let's say, next month. Hopefully at the beginning of the month. If you want more, check out my older animations. They're not as polished, but I'd like to think I started out pretty okay. If that's not enough, then I'm going to be doing animated movie reviews starting like next week, and let's say a top 10 of my favorite episodes, personal favorites, not top 10 of all the episodes, you get it. Anyway, if that's still not enough, then I will also be doing movie reviews of Jim Carrey movies because he's my favorite actor and I have all of his movies, so may as well review them. And if somehow none of that is good enough for you, then I understand. But I do have a second channel where I will be posting gameplay videos, unboxings, and maybe do a couple of giveaways. So feel free to check that out. But until next time I see you, stay safe, stay sound, and stay half alive.